we are on 3 Mile Slough Bridge on the south end of Brannon Island on Highway 160. Let's go inside for the tour. You walk inside the door. Here is the control panel for raising and lowering the bridge. These buttons on the side here for lowering traffic gates, raising the barriers are those switches. Big lever right there is for raising and lowering the bridge. It's an old streetcar type controller. That would be for up. That would go down. This is an air brake for slowing and stopping the bridge when you're seating it. They added that in later years. You can see where they added the brake cylinder down there. The original brake lever is here, and the reason they put on that air brake was it was a lot easier to work that handle rather than try and pull that, step on that, while manipulating that and pushing a red button all at the same time to bring the bridge down. So it's General Electric controls all throughout the bridge. Right in front of the control panel here is a periscope. It's kind of hard to see down in there. There's a couple of mirrors down inside that will look down onto the roadway. See the cars as they drive up to the bridge, and you know when you can lower the gates and raise the barriers. And then there's a couple of TV screens that look underneath the bridge house so you can make sure there's no cars sitting on the bridge before you raise it. These handles here, it's for the big bell outside, and air horns that go upriver and downriver. Round behind is the hoist motor. It's a 25 horsepower motor with an electric brake. It's spring applied, electrically released. The motor runs through a gear reduction box. It is a Falk gear reduction box, and it would go out to the shafts, which run out through the walls there, and there's these big boxes on the outside which hold the cable drums for raising and lowering the bridge. There's our wonderful desk where everything happens. Marine radio, state radio, phone, and our wonderful fax machine. Off to the side here is a back room. Originally this was a bathroom and sink. They tore out the bathroom years ago. You can see where the hole is down below. And the original water holding tank is still up on the ceiling. The bathroom just drained right into the river, and so they tore that out and put a porta potty on the outside, and now it's just like our locker room and storeroom because there's a small cabinet with supplies back there. So that's basically it for the inside. Oh well, also these scars you see on the floor here. Originally, when this bridge was built in 1949, there would have been a gasoline engine there, and all the tools to work on it would have been hanging on the wall there, as well as the air compressor that's sitting there, and those have been replaced. There's a diesel generator outside the windows there. There's the control for that, and the air compressor has also been moved outside, so everything's not as noisy inside anymore. And over here, this is always kind of fun to look at, the inside of the electrical cabinet. Let's turn a light on. Inside the electrical cabinet, quite interesting. Come on, light, open up there. Yeah, let's see if we can get a better exposure. But the electrical cabinet is really neat. It's got the old relays inside, and the wiring, they just don't wire anything up, you know, quite like this anymore. You can see a lot of the cable bundles are all tied up with string. They would run a line around, tie a knot, then move it over, and again and again and again, all the way around. All that old asbestos wrapped insulation wire. Like I said, they just don't do it like that anymore. So anyhow, there's a tour of the inside of 3 Mile Slough Bridge. Hope you enjoyed.